At the wedding, everyone's there. Everyone that you were trying to impress, everyone that you were trying to posture for. And then in the morning, it's just two idiots in a car. And we drove to Chicago. That was our honeymoon because I had improv class that started on Tuesday.
Shut up.
Bro.
That was your honeymoon.
It was Monday and we had 5 or 6 days to get to Chicago because my improv class started on Tuesday. And I was more excited about the improv class starting than being married.
Are you moving to Chicago
wife.
for that?
Yeah.
This is okay. So you're moving there.
I saw that Farley got SNL from Second City. I was like, I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to be on Second City. I'm going to get SNL. That's the plan. I get to Chicago. Every improv class, every audition, anything I did, it was me and 6 guys that looked exactly like me. It was hilarious. And they all had the same idea. It was crazy. We all read the same book. We all had the same idea. We all did it at the same time. I was like, I'm in an ocean of Pete's. So I started doing stand-up. I was like, oh, I see. This is like, stand-up has the filter of being terrifying. Improv is like, it can be a beer drinking group.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah. And
stand-up's a solo sport.
Improv can be amazing. I'm just saying a lot of times it can be kind of an incubator from how terrifying other things can be. So I didn't bail on that right away. I did the classes. I got on some teams and stuff, but I started doing stand-up again. And like when my wife eventually left me, it was, she was right. Like I loved her and she loved me in this very sweet, juvenile, childish way. It was very cute. We never fought. I was like, you know, when you're a man, because you're one of the first men I met. That's why I called you the king.
I appreciate it. You had an update on the king.
I have this leads to the update on the king. I just didn't know. I thought being nice was nice. And being nice is nice. But there's a point where your sweetness, your cutesy, whoopie, boopie, boopie becomes toxic and like fucking manipulative and inauthentic is really the best thing I can say. You're not being real. You're playing this character. So my first wife, all respect, all love, she figured out what was going on and she hit the bricks. And that was great for both of us. And I'm proud of her. It's that Bob Dylan song.
Do you think you
I've always
stayed?
Respected her. I'm worried that I might.
Yeah, I'm wondering myself as you say that.
So she did something really, really great.
Even though it sucked at the time.
Well, I'm Irish. It's like we tend to
stay forever.
We just go like, well, this is what it fucking is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I am very grateful that she did what she did. And then when I met you, this is the update on the king. So I met you when I was just in LA. It's like 2010-ish.
Is that it? Wow.
I think. I just moved to LA in 2010 and I had been divorced. And then I had a string of 1 and a month or 2 month, 14-month relationships. I think that there were 2. I had 2 long-term kind of reboundy kind of relationships. One of them was a rebound. One of them was more of a real relationship. But then I was in LA and I didn't know what I was doing. And when I met you, remember the advice you gave me? I had a date or something.
You were listening to some clowns that we won't name.
Yeah.
And I was listening to them too. And I was like, these guys are fucking morons. And Pete genuinely seems like he's really looking for an answer.
Yeah.
And you just weren't sure
how to treat a lady
should
on
I
a
walk
date
a lady to her door if I don't want to sleep with her, send the wrong message? And my point was, regardless of how you feel about this lady, there's no excuse not to be a gentleman.
But what
you would hold a door open for an old lady. You're not thinking about, I won't if I'm not going to fuck this.
I think you even said like, just because you've been hurt in the past doesn't mean you should disrespect somebody. But here's the update. The reason is I feel like a man now. Like I've lived enough. I don't mean to gender it. I feel like a grown up. And when I met you, I was just so hungry for just a little bit of maturity and a little bit of wisdom and a little bit of practical sense. And now I look at the guy that I was when you were like, you need to do this and this and this. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe, like, not only am I past that, I'm a father and I feel qualified. And I'm a husband. I feel qualified. I like to talk to young comics. I feel qualified to like, I like one day you wake up and you realize, wait, this is the king's robe. And the king in the archetype there's the lover, the magician, the hunter, all these different things. The king is the one that incorporates all of them.
It is. So the empath, all of it. It's interesting.
The comedian is the magician.
You would think it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like,
the comedian is the magician for sure.
Joe Rogan, right? I'm not making fun. He's like a hunter. That's an archetype. Mm-hmm. And guess what? There's a time for precision and aggression. I don't mean violence. I just mean like decisiveness. Yes. Big swaths of testosterone and masculinity. And it's not a fully informed position to sit and be like, the people that make fun, that drag Joe. Oh, he's the guy that said the fireball comes up in the sky and explains it to eat shit, right? Each of these energies has a place. And the king archetype is the one that goes, it's not just the magician. The comedian's the magician. Even if we all have every kind, even if you don't.
Yes.
But I'm a magician. I turn your shitty night into fun. That's magic. Then there's the lover. Then whatever it is. But one day you just wake up and now I'm like, I don't even recognize that guy anymore. Because I'm happy to say I've become my own, I don't mean ruler. I'm just like, I feel like a king. I feel balanced.
Yes.
And I'm only talking about my own inner kingdom. Mm-hmm. I rule it slowly and gently. I have all the same things coming up. I get triggered by something and they're all running around. Alarms are going off. I'm at the head of the table going like, it's all right.
We've been here before. We've learned from our past, other people's past.
Measured.
Yes.
But everything's on the table. Yes. Now, when I see somebody that's like toxic, sweet with somebody, I'm like, that's okay to be sweet. I'm very sweet with my wife. But there's also, I know where the edge is, where I'm like my first marriage, she wanted to live upstate. I was a young comedian. I'm bouncing around doing spots. That's my life. She's like, I want to live upstate. I didn't know how to say, I can't do that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm never going to disappoint you. Let's move upstate. Well, that was crazy. Like, you have to say, I can't do that. You need to know why. Not just like, I can't do that. Let me tell you about my experience. That's the even voice of the king. Maybe there is aggression. Maybe there is drive or all these different things, but you incorporate all of it. And that's what I saw when we met. And I'm happy to say that you're no longer needed.
I'm dismissed. Thank you. I'm tired.
You're dismissed. Yeah, you're looking after enough man children.